Number 1. Lee Seung-gi. Well, starting off today's list is quite the peculiar face. Having attained successes in every realm, from music, hosting, variety show to acting, Lee Seung-gi was nicknamed the national son-in-law, and thus was a darling to the Koreans. Scandal-free, great personality, and filled with talent? How is it possible that this charming actor ever earned the public's ire? Well, turns out most Koreans are displeased with Seung-gi's choice of girlfriend. The actor is in a long-term relationship with actress Lee Da-in, who had starred in series such as Hwarang, My Golden Life, Dr. Prisoner, and most recently, Alice. She was also the daughter of the famous actress Kwon Mi-ri, who played the legendary role of Lady Choi in Daejanggung, and this is where the problem started, as apparently Da-in's parents had become wealthy through underhanded means. Her stepfather, in particular, had utilized the fame and status of his wife to lure in investors for his company, then inflated the company's shares via stock manipulation, resulting in a massive gain. He then sold all his shares to cash in the profit, and left the remaining investors for dust. The father's scheme, which earned him roughly $2.06 million, reportedly had over 350,000 victims left in bankruptcy. He never apologized, and even attempted to sue against the affected. To the netizens, by knowingly dating a girl from a criminal family, Lee Seung-gi is not that good of a man himself. Thousands of comments on Naver had voiced their distress, saying that Lee Seung-gi probably found a sweet deal in this, that his good image is crumbling, and that the actor is a disappointment. Even the actor's fan gallery had been unable to support the relationship, stating that they were against a girlfriend that will ruin Seung-gi's career. A fan, in particular, even went as far as to send a protest truck to the actor's neighborhood, which said, "They had created too many victims. It's okay if you didn't know. We will inform you now." Amidst the controversy, however, Lee Seung-gi doesn't have any plans of breaking off his relationship anytime soon. Most of his work still attract a great deal of attention, so the issue, while serious, didn't make a dent in Seung-gi's success. Number 2. Jung Nara. Previously a singer under SM Entertainment, Jung Nara was once ranked among the top in the music charts, earning her huge popularity and relevance both in and outside of Korea. She was practically a household name, and even became a top star in China, selling over 1 million copies for her first Chinese album, One, and getting invited to star in various Chinese dramas, including My Bratty Princess, Good Morning Shanghai, and Racecourse. She was considered the most successful Korean celebrity in China from 2004 to 2008, and was the only foreign artist who was featured in the title song of the Beijing Olympic 2008. However, this very country had gone out of its way to cancel Jung Nara in 2009, all because of an interview where the actress had not used her words wisely. In particular, when attending a Korean talk show, Strong Heart, Nara shared that she was investing in several cinematic projects. The MC then asked the actress about her course of action against risks, what she would do if she ran out of funds, etc. To which Jung Nara responded, "When my production budget runs low, I will try to get work in China." Which was fine until the show got broadcasted in China, and her remark was translated into roughly, "I go to China whenever I'm in need of money." The expression had thus greatly enraged the Chinese public and fans alike, who think that Jung Nara only comes to their country for the money, and feel like they're no better than ATMs that sponsor her. The entire nation ended up turning their back to the actress, and despite her making multiple apologies, no other Chinese brands and production crew dared to invite her for new projects. Basically overnight, Jung Nara went from a beloved foreign actor and singer into the new public enemy. She had no choice but to focus on her Korean career, giving up on the gigantic Chinese market. However, years have passed since then, and while Nara did not manage to recover her previous standing, the actress had come back to China in the 2012 Chinese films Whoever and Flying With You. Later on, she continued to star in the 2013 drama Red Palanquin and featured in the 2015 series One Winged Eagle, slowly making her way back to the industry. In 2017, the actress had answered an interview from the Chinese magazine QQ, where she addressed her past mishap. "At the time, I only wanted to talk about my difficulties establishing a career in China, but it spiraled into me only coming to China for money. The misunderstanding had driven things out of control," the actress said. Number 3.
Bbali.
Like Nara, Rain had also set out as a popular singer, earning hits after hits in Korea before turning onto the acting path. He has since starred in multiple dramas and films, including the major hit Full House and, most recently, the comedy series Ghost Doctor. Yet, despite being such a famous figure, Rain had found himself under criticism from the Korean public, not once, but multiple times. For starters, during his military service, Rain was given 75 days of leave, despite being low-ranked in the military, and even got 1 vacation day every 4 days. Meanwhile, other enlists barely got 10 days off throughout their 2 years of service, and had to work tirelessly to use this leave. The stark difference had enraged the Koreans, who believed that Rain must have used underhanded means to get special treatments, and did not hesitate to voice their distress. The issue mostly died down after it was revealed that the treatment ain't all that special. But people remained mad because Rain did violate some rules to meet Kim Tae-hee, who was his girlfriend at the time. After his military service, Rain continued to find himself at the ire of the netizens, with multiple issues, going from possible tax evasion, being stingy towards staffs and juniors, breaching social distancing rules, and abusing his power to promote Cypher, a group under his company, affecting another group in the process. Most recently, though, the actor was criticized for being arrogant on the set, as he said that stylists will put on socks for him, while his wife Tae-hee put hers on herself. Well, that's quite a handful of issues. But Rain had remained an A-list celebrity throughout them all. That's quite a feat, I must say. Number 4. Han Hyo-joo. Finally, we are approaching the case of Han Hyo-joo, who was under overwhelming scrutiny from the public, through no action of her own. Acclaimed a top beauty of Korea, Han Hyo-joo had starred in multiple successful series, including Heaven and Earth, Il-jime, and Dong-gi, as well as box office hits like Cold Eyes and The Beauty Inside. She was also well recognized outside of Korea, having ventured to the Japanese market via the film Miracle Devil Claws. However, in 2014, at the peak of her career, Han Hyo-joo became a victim of public hatred due to a bullying scandal. Not one of her own, though, as it was her younger brother that committed the act. In particular, in August 2014, War of Worlds, a JTBC program, had discussed a case of violence in the military. They mentioned that a lieutenant had viciously bullied a soldier and eventually drove the soldier to suicide. Han Hyo-joo's family had allegedly sent the victim's family 6 million won in compensation, and the death was ruled as due to mental illness. It didn't help that Han Hyo-joo's father was a veteran commander, so the Net suspected him of trying to cover it up. Also, Han Hyo-joo's agency attempted to erase all the related news, which amplified the situation, and the actress ended up being called shameless and an assist to murder. Thus, Han Hyo-joo lost all of her projects and commercial deals, and had no choice but to vanish from the entertainment industry. Many people thought that the actress would be unable to return, but she had proved everyone wrong, and is slowly but surely rebuilding her image via newer works like W2 Worlds, Happiness, and the upcoming film The Pirates: Goblin Flag. And that's the list. What are your thoughts about the above issues? Do you think the public might have been too unreasonable? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. And if you want more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe to Poly Drama. We'll come back soon. See ya!